What's up, everybody? It's the Ben and Jay Show. School's out for the summer for everybody. It is great to be here today. It's a beautiful day here to be on the Ben and Jay Show. My name is Ben. My co-host Jamiel Owens could not be here today, but he expresses great gratitude for everybody. He's taking a fitness test down in Norristown. Wish him good luck. You got this, Jamiel. I know you do. But my man, the myth, the legend, Jamiel Owens, he is amazing. He's a 39-year-old and man, and he has this podcast called The Ausome Show. If you want to learn more information about it, go to The Ausome Show. And also, he has a 11-year-old son with autism. His name is Shane. And this webinar is made possible by Access Services. Access Services is a nonprofit serving 11 counties in eastern Pennsylvania with the mission to create better ways to serve people with special needs. They've been doing it for 44 years, and they expanding their services as they've been brand to fit need of those in eastern Pennsylvania. So my name is Ben, and if Jamiel was here, he would be introducing himself. But I'm the brains, and I'm the brains, and he's the muscle, Jamiel. So I started this show because I really wanted to help people with autism and to get back into our communities. So we basically did the Ben and Jay Show because I was walking home one day and I called my buddy up and I said, hey, let's start a show. And he's like, okay, let's do it. So we basically aired out the show, and I'm here. I was Homecoming King. I was on Ellen, and I got to carry the Lombardi Trophy for the Eagles. Raffle teasing time. We also wanted to thank Tony Roney's Pizza. We have a certificate for one 16-inch cheese pizza or tomato pie from Tony Roney's. We're going to raffle that off at the end of the show, so please stick around. Today's guest is a great guest that we have on here today on the Ben and Jay Show. But today we're talking about Grant and Julie promote awareness to acceptance inclusion through one-of-a-kind virtual sketching children's book about living with special needs or challenges. These two creative geniuses put a spin on disabilities and show the world that being different is more than what we imagine. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome all the way from Houston, Texas, the man, the myth, the legend, Grant. Hey guys, welcome to the Ben and Jay Show. Unfortunately, my co-host Jamiel Owens is not here today, but he expresses great gratitude for everybody. He wishes he can be here today. But today we have a wonderful guest. His name is Grant Morrow. Grant Morrow. Okay, yeah, Grant Morrow. I just want to make sure. Grant is on the autism spectrum. He wrote a book, and he is a great advocate for those people on the autism spectrum. And I am so excited to have him on here. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Grant.
Hello, Ben. That's right. I'm Grant Monnier, and I'm known as the eco artist. That means I recycle paper to create beautiful eco art masterpieces.
That's so cool. So let me start off with my first question for you. Your book advertises as a children's book. What kind of topics are you hoping to connect with children about? Now that you are older, what changes these messages?
Well, each book is going to base off a different topic, like childhood cancer, anti-bullying, depression, but really the first book, the one that began it all, it's really my story, my life story, but with a twist. I'm a giraffe named Grant, and I don't have normal spots like a normal giraffe does. I have jigsaw puzzle markings.
Ooh.
See, what Grant is about, this book is not about autism. This is about finding your ability through your disability. Like Grant wants to be a talented artist, but there's one problem. How is he going to hold a paintbrush if he doesn't have hands? He has hooves. I could tell you, but I don't want to give away the ending.
Yeah. So yeah, it's pretty cool how you do that stuff with the books, and I'm just so glad you can just do like different topics that we need to hear about today. Like Like I love your book about like when the zoos close, or like cancer and different stuff and different topics that are really just going out in our world today. Do you want me to go next, or do you want to go next?
Before you go, Ben, let me show everyone. This is the very first book. This is Grant the
Wow.
Jigsaw Giraffe. Different is more. And from this one, we have two others.
Do you want to read a couple of sentences of the book?
Read the back. Well, actually, I'll read you the back. It says here, different, not less. He's more, the zoo animal shouted. Grant the giraffe is the newest baby to be born at the city zoo. Grant appeared to be a regular giraffe until the other animals noticed that there is something different about the way he looks.
Wow.
His spots aren't spots at all. They are shaped like jigsaw puzzle pieces.
Wow. That's pretty
As
cool.
Grant grows up and spends time with the other animals, they learn that he is different in many other ways. Follow Grant's journey as he sets off to discover his special talent and not let his differences stand in the way of his big dreams. Get ready to be amazed by this young giraffe and discover what different minds can do.
That's pretty dope. I actually like that. You know, like
Thanks.
different minds, different people have different abilities out there, and we don't want to exclude them. We want to be able to help them out and help them be successful whatever they want to do. And I
That's
like how
right.
you put that. I liked how you said that. That's pretty cool.
Thank you, Ben. And here are the other two books that we've created so far. This
Oh,
one is Torys Struggles to Read. It's
that's
about a
so
little
cool.
red, yeah, it's about a little red panda, but she has dyslexia.
I know.
And this
That's
in the
so
other
cool.
one, and of course, what it says here on the back, it says Tori's recipe for reading. Never give up.
Can
Tori's a
I?
little red panda who loves to bake with her grandma, Padma. Padma gave Tori her treasured cookbook with yummy recipes to bake and share her tasty treats with her friends. There's
Absolutely.
one problem. Tori never told anyone that she struggled to read.
Wow.
How will she read her Padma's cookbook? Everything changed when she met Grant the Jigsaw Giraffe and his friends. Asking
Can
for
I?
help and with mentors became the key to her
Can I,
success.
can I piggyback on what you said about reading? You know, basically, I was in elementary school, and I said this before. The school basically gave up on me, and they said you're never gonna read or write. But you know, God provided me to the right people at the right time, called the Talk Institute, and I went from a kindergarten to a second grade reader, 2 years at that school, because it reminds me to never give up. And if I never knew how to read, I would never know how to drive. So I'm just so thankful for them to help me be successful.
Right? We always got to be thankful to our schools and our teachers.
Exactly. Exactly. And if there's any parents out there who want to hear more about what I went through and different stuff, give me a call. If you live out in Houston, you can give Grant a call out in Texas. Like if you need support services out there, or if you need support services out in Pennsylvania, just give me a call and we'll help you out in as many ways as we can. Grant, do you want to do the next question? Do you want me to do the next question?
Actually, I do have a question for you, Ben, and I'm
Go
very
ahead.
curious. I heard you were on the Ellen DeGeneres show. What was that like?
It was
Because I
pretty
would
cool, Grant.
so love to meet Ellen someday and be on her
Man,
show.
Ellen is like amazing because I like her quote, "Be kind to one another," and you know it's just
Mm-hmm.
amazing how we can help people be kind out there and do a lot of different stuff. And I just love Ellen. Ellen is my hero. She's amazing. She's the best. And yeah, Ellen is like, you know,
Okay.
describing her, she's so nice in person. Like she is like a role model for every celebrity that's out there. Kind of like Mr. Rogers, for example. But we all need to
Mm-hmm.
be like Mr. Rogers. We all need to be like Ellen in some way to make sure that we go out there and talk with our communities and talk with people.
Now, I do have a follow-up question to that, Ben.
Go ahead.
Do you think maybe you can someday get me on the Ellen DeGeneres show?
I don't know. If you just keep
And of
trying and
course,
keep writing in, maybe someday your dream will come true.
I am the illustrator of the book, but my mom, Julie Coy, she is the author of the Jigsaw Giraffe books.
That's so cool.
See, there's her name right there.
That's so cool.
Yeah. This is my mom, Julie Cole.
Hey!
But she's not just my mom, she is also my manager. So you know what that makes her? The momager.
That's me.
I like it. Love it.
Because mom knew my story so well, we were able to create the first book.
That's so cool. Wow. You bring so much hope and so much joy to people on the autism spectrum or like anybody with disabilities out there. I just think it's really cool to actually hear your story and to hear what journey you're going to be going through in life. No matter what is going on, you just keep pounding, keep being persistent. I say to myself, I don't want to give up, and I keep fighting myself, and just you keep fighting until you win. I see this turning into something that we can possibly use for the future. I really don't know, but our children are so special today that when people are diagnosed with autism and parents want to give up hope, you can't. There's no way to give up hope because you know why? Because they're all geniuses.
That's right. You just got everyone has there is an ability somewhere. You just got to find it.
Exactly.
In fact,
Exactly.
Ben, I found out earlier today that I have two cousins with autism. So
Yeah, that's what your mom was
me,
just telling me. That's pretty cool.
yeah, and it gave me an idea for for another book. There could be I could be making other giraffes that have autism.
That's so cool. Man.
Yeah, there is a lot of ideas percolating in my head right now.
Me too.
But there is a question I do would like to ask you now, Ben.
Go ahead.
What are your future plans?
You know what? That's a very, very good question. First of all, I'm working at shout out to Giant Food Stores in Chalfont, Montgomeryville, the Giant Food Company. They have been so good to me. I've been working with Giant for a little bit. I've been working these patch jobs, so I've been hoping Dorney Park opens. I have training on Thursday, so we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm keeping my fingers crossed so bad. I work for Access, and then I'm going to be working with another agency, Maryland's Kids, that helps with service dogs and different stuff to help people with special needs. So it's just really cool how we can provide different stuff along the way. And hey, maybe we'll turn into an opportunity working with you guys. I don't know. We got to see how we can do with some of this stuff.
I understand that, Ben. You know, my future plans, I hope to one day become an actor. So I want to learn more about media, you know,
Mm-hmm.
how it's all work, you know, how they work all the special effects, all that lighting, and of course, even becoming a voice actor. And you
Pretty
can
cool.
see back here, Ben, these are some of the artwork that I created. These are just my banners, and they do have prints of them.
Oh, I like the giraffe one. The giraffe one's beautiful.
Yes, there it is. That's Grant. And if you look above me, you can see the Caribbean owl. But let me give you a closer look.
I know. That's pretty cool about the owl. That's actually really cool.
And the thing is, it's called the Caribbean owl because I use over 65 posters of the Pirates of the Caribbean to create this piece.
That's pretty dope.
And these, Ben, these are our originals. Sunflowers. They're my
Wow.
originals.
Wow.
Can you see them?
Listen, we got to connect because you know why? I think we really need to get your art out around the world. We need to have it. We need to have it like we need to talk about some stuff.
Oh, let me show you this first. This is the very first one.
Wow. How do you like my question is how do you do it? Like how in the world do you like do all this stuff? Like do you make stuff happen? It's crazy.
Well, for one thing, Ben, I'm going to tell you, working with paper, it takes a lot of time compared to working with paint, and it takes a bit of patience too. But fortunately, of course, with the pandemic that's been going on, I had a lot more time in my hands being stuck at home, and I can't do any of my shows and conferences like I used to. So I've been creating a lot more art pieces as well. But this one, Ben, the
Yeah.
sunflowers, this was actually inspired after I've seen Vincent Van Gogh's sunflowers. After I've seen
Oh,
his sunflowers, I
Vince
thought,
Van
hey,
Gogh is an
we can do that
artist,
too.
right?
Say again?
Vince Van Gogh is an artist, right?
That's right.
Yep,
He
yep.
is like a
Man,
master.
man, I love art. I mean, honestly, I love going to museums, like going like to like the Philadelphia museums or different stuff. But yeah, I love I don't know how people do it. It's crazy.
Well,
Hold on a minute. I gotta show you a picture that my brother did.
Grant, let me grab, I'm gonna go grab Grant's recycle bag so he can show you how he does recycling.
all right.
Can you hear me?
Uh-huh.
So my brother painted this picture.
Your brother painted that?
Yeah, he did.
Above your head, right?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. That's amazing. And he painted that. I have no words.
Yeah.
I gotta show Mom this. Hey Mom, you gotta see this.
What's that?
Look, his brother painted that.
Oh, that's gorgeous. Absolutely beautiful.
Uh-huh.
I
I don't
want
know
it.
how he does it.
Make me one, Grant. Let me bring
Go ahead. Go.
more. Okay, so I'll hand it to you. You can show.
Yeah, so that's what my brother was painting. Yeah. So I'm like, I gotta show you that painting. It is beautiful, beautiful,
It
beautiful,
really
beautiful.
Let me show you what I mean.
So Ben, let me show you some of my materials that I like to use. Of course, what I'm best known for is using recycled puzzles. And of course, as you can see here, these are raw leftover pieces, and these are extra prints that are on top. What I like to do is peel the prints off the puzzle pieces so they're nice and paper thin. It's easier to work with. And of course, I have recycled magazines and recycled boxes, like Kleenex boxes, for example.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
And recycled posters.
That's so cool.
Oh, there's more. Of course, I also like to use recycled Christmas greeting cards.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Especially when I'm making more of my holiday theme pieces. So anything that's recyclable, I can use. Like magazines, wallpaper, calendars, even beads and jewelry. And speaking of jewelry, Ben, oh, this one I want to show you.
I can't wait.
Oh, it's not finished yet, but check it out. Can you see it?
Wow. That is
Yep.
actually beautiful.
The background is from almost 100-year-old Bible, but if you look closely at the crown and the cross, that's recycled jewelry.
That is so cool. Like how do you like collage all this stuff together? Like I've learned from
Well,
somebody the other day that when you collage, like when you stock stuff, like people on the spectrum are really good at like tightening stuff up and like making them nice and neat. I don't know how they do it. It's crazy.
We have to show this because he did it with Temple Grandin. He
Oh, let me
teaches
see it.
he teaches celebrities how to eco art. So one day we'll teach you to do the same
that's
thing.
right.
And then we take the piece and we sell it at a gala, except not this one. This one's Temple. So Grant taught Temple. Go ahead.
See, I taught Temple how to make eco art one day. This is what we created together. And as you can see, there's my signature, but then there's also Temple's.
What?
Yeah, we're good friends with her.
That's so cool. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Okay,
I know,
Captain.
right?
And Grant, elaborate that you would like to teach Grant how to eco art.
So not only have I done this with Dr. Temple Grandin, but I've also done it with other celebrities like Connor Barwin and Dan Castorini, and I'm hoping to do them with you, Ben.
Absolutely. That's what I was about to say. I was gonna say I would love to come down to Houston. Maybe this year. Maybe
We can raise money together for
I
organizations. It's a little hot right now, Ben, but I'm pretty sure you can handle it.
I can. I've been to Texas before. It's fine. I just want some barbecue food. That's all I want. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, you're gonna love the barbecue down here.
Oh my gosh. All right, so let me ask you another question. What what would you say to someone that has a disability who wants to explore your artistry?
Well, their disability can be really towards anything, not just art. It really depends what are they most interested in. And of course, they need to find their ability. They can't always do it by themselves too. What they would, if I would recommend us getting a support group to help them cross the finish line because you can never do this alone.
Nope.
In fact, you should never do it alone.
Shout out to my support group up in Pennsylvania. You guys are amazing. And yeah, I agree with you. We do
And of
need a
course,
support group.
and one more thing, once you find your ability, it will take time. So you gotta practice until you get it perfect.
It's kind of like footballs with Jason Kelsey.
Just
Like
like
he
I think,
practices and he hikes. Like if he fails, you just practice and practice until you get it right.
and of course, just like I'm learning, every time I'm working on an art piece, I'm always developing something new.
Yep.
Okay, Ben, ask me what is my there ask me what's that? Ask me my favorite art piece.
Your favorite parks?
Art piece.
Art piece. I'm sorry. I misheard. So what is your actually that's a great question. What is your favorite art piece? Like, do you have a kind of art piece you love and you love working at it?
My favorite art piece. That is a toughie. It's like asking my mom who's her favorite son, or any parent who's their favorite kid, because I make so many of them. But I will say,
man.
every time I work on an art piece, I'm always developing something new, and I can use that into the next one, and do the same thing again into the next one. So if I would say which is my favorite and my favorite piece, it's going to be my next one.
Ooh,
Of course, I always say this: if there was a fire, I'd grab whichever one's closest to the door.
that's a smart move.
Mm-hmm.
That's a smart move.
Ben, do you drive?
I do.
Really? Well, I'm still kind of learning how to drive. I still got my permit.
Can I tell you something real quick?
Sure.
I had failed 6 times taking the permit test. One day I cried into tears and I said, Dad, I don't want to do this anymore. I want to give up. My dad said, Dad, listen to me. I don't want you to give up. You can do it. Pass the 7th try. I didn't think I can get my my driver's license. I failed. It took me 50 tries to do the parallel parking, and I wasn't sure if I could pass the first try. I passed the first try. I got my driver's license because I believed that I am successful. What I do.
That's great. That's great, Ben. I see. Your dad said he believed you can do it, and you did it.
Yes, and he had a full head of hair, Grant, and now he doesn't anymore.
Ah!
And okay, what we want to add, Grant, is tell them Texas is the first state to add on the back of the driver's license for the police first responders to see that the individual has a special needs. We're the pilot state that's starting this code. Actually, it's been around. That it's put on your license, not only your driver's license, you can put it on your license plate. And Texas, and I think New York came in second, where it's identifying a code to the first responders that this individual has a special condition, whether it's autism. Yeah.
Can you
It's
send that to me because I actually know a guy, and maybe we could talk later. His name is Tom Island, and Tom Island created a movie called Beat Safe the Movie, and
what?
he has autism, and he trains police force and people on the autism spectrum how to handle stuff with how to handle police action and autism. So I would love to see if he's interested in learning that thing about that you said, and maybe we can try and get that into our state and maybe other states as well.
It's very easy. Drivingwithautism.org.
Okay.
Drivingwithautism.org. And you might say Texas, and they're good friends of ours, and the young man, they have videos, they have brochures, and this came out officially last year. That's how new it is. So when Grant gets his driver's license, he's going to have that code on the back. And you know, the other beauty is if you already have a permit or a driver's license and you're driving and you have a disability, you can go back and have that code put on your license here in Texas. It's under Asperger's101.org.
Asperger's101.org.
See, Ben, I got another question for you.
Go ahead.
I noticed that you're a big Philadelphia Eagles fan. Are you perhaps a fan of any other sports teams?
I said this before. You know, I love the Eagles, but I'm also a Steelers fan. But the Eagles are number one in my heart.
I understand that.
But I love, but I took all my Steelers stuff away. But from now on, I love the Eagles.
Well, I love the Houston Texans. In fact, Connor Barron used to be with the Texans, and then he moved over to the Eagles.
Yep. He's a good guy, Connor Barron.
Yeah, he's a great guy. So I got another question. Do you like music? What kind of music?
I love rock. I love rock. I love hip hop. Rap.
I listen to a lot of country.
Country's my favorite. I love John Denver.
Okay, tell him if you come to Texas, Ben, you gotta learn the two-step. We'll teach you how to do it.
So Ben, if you come to Texas, Ben, you gotta learn the two-step. But don't worry, we'll show you how.
That'd be great. I would love to learn how to do that. That'd be so much fun.
Ben, when we talked last time, you told me that you had ideas for your own children's book. Would you like to share that more with me?
Wait, are we still recording? Okay, we are. I just want to make sure we're still recording. Yeah. So I talked about this for a while. I would love to write a book. And my base of the book would be on about my story and about how I overcome some stuff. So basically, me and Grant's mom were talking, right, Grant's mom?
Yes. There's a good chance we could write a story and incorporate Ben into our story. Grant, if we incorporated Ben into our children's book, what would he be?
If I could choose what animal you'd be, Ben, I'm thinking an eagle.
Yes.
You know, an eagle with autism.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, with Grant, of course.
Yeah, I mean, I love books. You know, I love to read. And then basically we would talk about my story of like how I soar and sky's the limit. Like we could talk about that, like sky's the limit in many different ways. We could talk about would I ever soar, would I ever talk, would I ever be successful, would I ever fly and drive.
Yeah, I understand, Ben. And Ben, I just want to say thank you so much for having me on your show today. And I do have something I would like to say to those who are viewing. Just remember.
Oh, actually, I was going to ask you that question. What would you say to the world if you had to say one thing to anybody around the world, around the country? What would you say to them about autism or anything for your viewers?
Yeah. Well, really, there's nothing wrong with having autism. It's sure you have it. It's just something you have to work with and of course take care of. Like I take care of my black hair because I have it, and I wouldn't know what it'd be like to not have black hair. Just like I don't know what it's like to not have autism.
Yeah.
I take care of it, and I make it my own.
I love it. I love it. That's pretty amazing.
Thank you, Ben. And of course, I just want.
Go ahead.
I just want to say thank you so much for letting me be on your show today. And I do have a message I would like to tell your viewers. Just because we're stuck at home, that doesn't mean you can't make a difference at home.
Exactly. And I just think
Stay
it's really
safe out
cool
there,
that
everyone.
how you said that really made me think that we can make a difference in this world today. And I love when Ellen ends on our show, be kind to one another. We all need to be kind out there because you know why? You never know what you're going to get in life. Like, if you just wave to a different stranger, if you just talk to somebody new, you might have an opportunity to do a new job. I don't know. Go out there, be yourself, and caregivers, anybody, just thank you for what you guys are doing. People on the front lines, you guys are amazing. Shout out to
That's
everybody.
right. Once again, Ben, thank you so much for letting me have you on your show today. It was great talking.
It was great talking to you too, Grant. Make sure you check out Grant's website, jigsawpuzzle.com.
Oh, no. It's a jigsaw like a puzzle. Jigsawgrant.com.
Okay. Yeah. So we'll put that in the link on there. And if any viewers have any questions for Grant, you can send me the questions and then I can email them to you. And if they want to contact you, they can contact you through the website. And if you need him for public speaker, he's a great public speaker as well.
And of course, you can also follow me on my social media pages under Jigsaw Grant.
Absolutely. Wow. That was pretty good. First of all, thank you, Grant, for coming on the show. Second of all, that was a lot of fun today, but I just want to say thank you to Access Services. Thank you for Grant for coming on today. Also, let's be kind to each other this week, guys. Let's give our love out there. Let's support people, and let's bring a smile to everybody. I love you all. You guys are amazing, and you're the best. Hey, see you guys.